What's up, YouTube people, and thank you for tuning in to JasmineTTV. I am Jasmine T. If you're new to this channel and you don't know, I'm single, all right? I'm single as hell. I'm not checking for nobody, and ain't nobody checking for me either. It's okay. I've been embracing my solitude, trying to do the whole self-love, better my mental health, blah, blah, blah stuff. And that is definitely easier said than done. Loneliness does have a tendency to just creep its way on in. It finds a way, okay? And it definitely found a way. A few weeks ago, I was out in Taipei. I was on vacation for the Chuseok holiday. That is the Korean Thanksgiving. And loneliness definitely took a hold of my soul, and I was not prepared. So, I have to share it with y'all because I love doing little public service announcements. I love doing little PSAs about experiences that I'm having abroad in case, just to give, food for thought for somebody that is coming abroad, or maybe somebody who is currently abroad can relate. So basically, I want to talk about two different types of lonely situations that I encountered. The first one, I was staying in a hostel, and this was actually the best hostel experience that I've ever had. I've only stayed in a handful of hostels, but this one was by far the best so far. It wasn't overly crowded. All the people were super friendly. The staff was super friendly. And I actually went out and got dinner, went to night markets, went to a bar, went to a club with people from the hostel. And one night in particular, this group of people, they asked if I wanted to go to a bar. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll go. So we're all going out for the Uber. I take a look around and I'm like, I'm the only black person. Okay, no big deal. Definitely have been the only black person in a situation before, but I was also the only American. I can't speak on a time where I've been the only black American in a group like this going out. And I was just like, okay, will we be able to relate to things? I don't know. I just felt like we weren't going to be able to relate to things. So in the Uber, I'm thinking just random weird stuff I wonder if they got black friends. And I wonder if I'm the first black American that they've hung out with. I'm just thinking these random things. But we got to the bar. It was actually a metal rock band type place. Whatever, they were serving drinks, so I was fine. We get there and everybody's having a good time, and everybody's having a good time. Everything was fine. And then this one guy looks at me. He's like, "You're from America, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm American." And he wants to talk, and so he just took that as the green light to talk about Trump and American gun laws. Bruh. So basically, I was done with that conversation before it started. I was not there for that, but he was so pressed to have this conversation. And I'm like, and I just really wasn't having it. I tried to participate in the conversation some, but the more I talked to him, the more I could tell that he was just an individual who wanted to flaunt his assumptions and opinions about something he knew nothing about. And I just ain't got time for shit like that. So, but as he was talking, more people in the group started chiming in with what he was saying. And in that situation, like I say, this is lonely situation number one. I was just in a situation to where I couldn't relate with any of the people in the group. And it's crazy because one of the guys there he had been a tour guide for a few years. And he says whenever there are American and non-American tourists together, most of the time, the non-American tourists are going to want to talk to the Americans about American politics. And he said, and 9 times out of 10, the Americans are going to get frustrated. And I did get frustrated because it was a situation to where they've never lived there. And if I told them something that they saw on the news was actually incorrect, they really didn't believe it, or they questioned. Anywho, keep in mind that you may run into situations where you may not be able to relate to anybody in the group. Y'all won't have any common grounds just because your cultures are just so different. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't hang out with them. I will continue to take those types of opportunities to learn more about people and learn about their way of life. I just don't want to talk American politics at all because it's a shit show. And the second type of being lonely, you already know, man. I get so lonely. And like I say, this one hit me too in Taipei. And the next night, same group of people plus a few more individuals, we all went out to this club. So we get to the club, we pay, we go in, we get to the bar, and the bartenders are like, it's free drinks all night until 4 a.m. And everybody's like hella excited. There's this long list of drinks that you can get. There had to be at least 20 drinks on this list. And the guys in the group, they were like, hey guys, we should start at the top and we should work our way through. And I'm off to the side like, no. And everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm just like, this shit is dangerous. All right, I'm trying to live to see another day. I just pick and choose what I want. So yeah, where drinks are flowing, and they're really just these sugary house liquor drinks is whatever, but they were free. As time progresses, you know, people start dancing. And I see guys actually approach girls to start dancing. And I'm like, oh, okay, they choosing tonight. They choosing. Let me get over here. Let me get over here. Because I might get chose. And basically, those were just lies I told myself. I did not get chose. I actually ended up dancing with one guy. But he danced with everybody. He was that guy that danced with everybody in the club, and he was just an equal opportunity dancer, and he didn't count, basically. Time keeps going on, more and more girls are dancing, and at one point, I'm just looking around like, okay, once again, I'm the only black person in this whole club. It is a Latin club, though, but I didn't see another La Morena, you know? And yeah, I'm just over there looking like, okay, it's cool. Maybe they don't see all this. They might not see all this, or whatever. I just keep drinking little free sugary drinks. As time progresses, I just feel my self-esteem it was here, like when I walked in. And it just started like plummeting, because I just felt like the least desired person in the room. No matter how much I try to pep talk myself up, like, you know, I go to the bathroom and just like, you know, just to have something to do. And I go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, be like, you know, pump myself up, like, you cute, and your ass looks great in these pants. You know, like I was okay. Like I was pumping myself up, but it just didn't work. My self-esteem just kept plummeting. And I gotta ask myself, you know, like, why did I even care? Like, I didn't go to the club to get chose. I didn't go to the club to find a man. I was supposed to be there and just having a good time and experiencing Taipei and seeing the city. That is what I was supposed to be there for. So I don't know. Maybe I guess I should just blame the sugary drinks. I don't know. But it still happened, and clearly I need to do some more work, more personal growth, and do more with the whole self-love thing. And I'm just sharing this with you guys because if you know, when you come abroad, you might be the only person around that looks like you. And you might go on a little mental roller coaster. So just make sure when you wake up in the morning, you know, and look in the mirror, you tell yourself you're bad, you fine, you thicker than a snicker, all that. Tell yourself, make sure you tell yourself that, because you are. I mean, I don't know if you're thicker than a snicker, but just tell yourself whatever applies to you, okay? Either one or both of these situations could happen. You may find yourself in a situation where you just feel like you can't relate to anybody and nobody can relate to you, or you just feel like nobody wants you. And I thought more about these situations after I left Taipei, and basically I'm trying to figure out, like, why do I even sit up here and have these thoughts about, oh, I'm the only black person in here? I mean, I feel like I take it further than an observation. It's okay if you just scan the room and be like, oh, I'm the only one repping for the team. That's fine. But for me to be curious about, like, what kind of stereotypes do they have? Like, I wonder what kind of stereotypes they have against black people, and I wonder if they have black friends and stuff like that. I feel like I'm taking it a bit too far. And if I'm being, like, 100% honest with myself and calling a spade, because you already know, like, if you can't be real with yourself, then what you doing? What you doing? It's almost as if I'm being insecure about my blackness. And that's problematic. Like, where they do that at? Like, I need to fix that. Apparently that is something I'm going through, and I need to address why, and it needs to be fixed for sure. So yeah, that's a revelation I'm having. Please drop a comment below, share your story or similar experience, whether you were just in a situation where you could not relate to anybody or a situation where you just felt so lonely and the whole idea about being the only person that looks like you in a group. Please make sure you like, share, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys on Saturday at 11 a.m. Korean time, okay? And we can actually continue this topic. And I will see you guys then. Bye.